And where is Mr. Roberts, gentlemen?
He got a jacket last night, Doc. Slapped an orderly trying to search him. I heard that somebody stole a knife out of the kitchen last night. Guess we won't be seeing him around for a while.
Aggression. Raising its ugly head. We all know what that's like, yeah? I mean, that's what brings us all together here, isn't it? Isn't it, Mr. Willis?
I'm not aggressive.
Mr. Willis, isn't that a big part of your problem?
I don't want to talk to you about it.
There it is. It's the same thing every day. You never want to talk about it. No, you aren't ever aggressive.
Who killed your wife then, Willis? Huh?
Mr. Fouchet does make a good point. If you aren't aggressive, then what about what happened with your wife? As I recall, you shot her 6 times with a .38. Then you reloaded and you gave her 6 more rounds. Isn't that correct?
I wasn't angry.
Of course not. You were in a fugue state. Dissociative disorder. Classic symptoms. Right, Doc?
I wasn't angry!
Then what are you feeling right now, Mr. Willis?
I don't have to talk to you about this. I'm leaving.
I wouldn't advise that, Willis. There may be consequences.
I would not mess around with the doctor today, Willis. He's in a very serious mode.
Okay. Okay, I'll stay, but no more talking. I'm not talking to you.
So, who is ready to do some work today? Mr. Bains, how are things going?
Joke.
What was that, Mr. Bains?
I said this is a joke.
And a funny one at that.
Mr. Fouchet, please.
I'm sorry, Doc. I'm sorry. Let me maintain the proper decorum for the group. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I'm just relishing in this group's dynamics today for some reason. I don't know. I'm sorry. Continue. Go ahead. Good.
Mr. Bains, why do you view this group as a joke?
You know why.
I do?
You know damn well.
Mr. Bains, I do believe that you are displaying a bit of projection. All right? As we have discussed in this group on numerous occasions, nobody here is capable of getting inside your head and reading your thoughts.
You know my thoughts today.
I do not, sir.
I want to see how this all plays out for you.
For me, Mr. Bains.
Yeah. This little skit. This little joke you got going on. It ain't really funny, you know. More like pitiful.
It's not the doctor's job to pity us, Bains. We are the killers here. He is here to utilize therapeutic confrontation. Get us to own our own backgrounds and figure out why we've done the things we did. And to keep our fingers on, or should I say, off of our own crazy buttons so we never, ever push them again. But it's tough sometimes, isn't it, Doc? I mean, even you yourself get angry sometimes, don't you? With us, I mean. After all, we are a pretty despicable bunch, wouldn't you say?
I am a human being with human emotions, as you suggest, Mr. Fouchet. I think we all feel that way, at least some of the time.
Well, I'm not so sure about Raphi over here.
Mr. Raphiano is having a tough time today, Mr. Fouchet. Maybe it's Mr. Roberts' absence that's upset him.
No, I think it's a whole different circumstance. I don't think he likes change.
Change, Mr. Fouchet?
Yeah, change. Hard to come by in here, though. Rare indeed. And that's what makes today such a good one.
Do you miss the good days, Mr. Fouchet?
Oh, yeah. Those days of pure art. Those precious gems of difference. Today is a perfect day. A day for honesty. Huh, Doc? I wore this thin disguise in here for way too long, pretending remorse for all the things I've done. Truth is, Doc, I loved it. I loved it every single time. The waiting, the plotting, each had its own special joy. But the part I really loved, the part I lived for, was setting the stage after I was done. The thrill of anticipating your audience.
Audience?
Oh yeah, Doc. I know you understand. Because you're always after the reaction. Because that's what it's all about, right? It's all about the emotional reaction. A wake-up call for the complacent. Kind of like shock therapy. You're doing them all a big favor here, Doc. And they don't even appreciate it. Do they? Speaking of wake-up calls, why don't we wake up, what was this, calling him Pierce over here? Let's wake him up and see what he has to say.
Pierce, yes. Being himself yet again today, even without running that typically foul mouth. Quiet for a change, but in complete disregard for the problems and opinions of everyone else. As closed off to us in sleep as he is when awake. How many times have you been confronted in this group, Pierce? How many times in the unit? The doctors? We are fed up with your nasty game playing, with your incessant attention seeking. Do you hear me, Pierce? We are fed up!
Lovely. Just lovely, Doc. Bravo. But a true masterpiece is constructed with attention to the details. The devil is in the details, Pierce.